everybody's involved. Not everybody, but there's a group of people involved with the high profile interviews. With the position coaches, it's all Nick. With the high
John, we got some
profile,
breaking news here.
with the high profile, what? Let's see.
We got some breaking news here at the end of Birds
Oh,
360.
wow! They get two of them. Two of them.
Two of the names have landed. The Eagles have hired Josh Grizzard as their pass game coordinator.
Yeah, that's interesting. Now you get two of your final four, which I like, but now this also puts into play some, and I saw, the idea of hiring a senior personnel consultant or somebody like that, and I thought, that's what they did with Sean Desai, cutting him off at the legs right away with Matt Patricia. I thought that would have been a really bad thing to do. Now, Josh Grizzard isn't at the level of a Matt Patricia, but I mean, automatically you're going to have like a given tort. Well, should Grizzard be the offensive? I don't necessarily like that, but it is interesting. Yeah. So Josh Grizzard is going to be the pass game coordinator. So we're going to see see some turnover, and they get two of them, which is. Yeah, now we'll have another show to do. But I got to get off and talk to the Eagles.
Well, what are they doing? Are they doing something today?
No, you just got to get information and things like that.
Yeah,
on the hire. But
well, what does the hiring of Grizzard as the pass game coordinator mean to you?
Yeah, I don't like it. Immediate.
Are they immediately undercutting Mannion?
Well, I don't think they're immediately undercutting him. I think that's the percent. That's why I brought up Sean Desai and they brought in Matt Patricia. Now that's more. That's because Patricia had such a big resume, big reputation, and Grizzard's a young coach himself, so it's not quite to that level, but. From the standpoint of it's hard to hire somebody with less experience. So I guess from that perspective, you have to put that in an equation. It's literally hard to hire somebody with less experience to be the passing game coordinator.
Like there's nobody there. There's nobody even out there. There's nobody even available.
Yeah, it's almost impossible. So, and I'm just talking off the top of my head. So immediately, I mean, yeah, it's not like you can purposefully not overshadow the offensive coordinator because he has such little experience. So from that perspective, yeah, I mean, the guy's got experience calling plays. So there gives, it should be a valuable tool at least. So the more I think about it, I don't have as big a problem with it.
All right. Well, if you got to run, get some intel. I'm going to be on at least for the next 20 or 30 minutes. So if you want to rejoin me just to give me the update or the intel or, because I do want to cover it, obviously, on the channel, the hiring of Grizzard. So whatever you got to do, John, you can go ahead and rip it. Give your final thought here on Birds 365, and then I'll try and catch up with you on Grizzard in a little bit.
I mean, and it's new ideas, I think it's and this is the difficulty in hiring him to begin with because of the lack of experience. So whomever you would hire, he's going to have more experience. So the question is are people going to immediately default to him? Now the worst case scenario, and I think you could not have done, is to bring in somebody like Frank Reich as either a senior offensive coach or a passing game or something like that. You couldn't put in the Matt Patricia. So he's not that. And he doesn't have a ton of experience. Josh Grizzard, he doesn't have a ton of experience
for the Bucs last year. So he had a good start, but remember though, they had so many injuries there, dude. It's tough to really think that Grizzard sucked, but they scapegoated him in a way.
Well, no, the standpoint, but even before he was, he spent I don't know, he spent 3, 4, 5, 6 years in Miami, and the last two he He was a quality control coach for 3 years. Then he got the wide receivers coach job. Then they put him back into quality control, which, remember, quality control, for those who don't know, is entry level. And then all of a sudden the Bucs hire him as the pass game coordinator. And then Liam Cohen leaves and he becomes the offensive coordinator for 1 year, and they blow him out there. So he doesn't have a ton of experience either. So now that I think about it, it's not that bad. But the one thing I was concerned about, and I should have mentioned before, is you cannot bring in a Frank Reich type to overshadow Sean Mannion. Now,
Yeah,
they
I
haven't
agree.
done that. That's what they did with Sean Desai, with Matt Patricia. That obviously didn't work. And it would have been highlighting, look, if this guy fails, we're going to bring in this guy. This guy's going to do it. I don't like that approach. That's exactly what they did with Sean Desai and Matt Patricia. And you know, glad they learned from it. As for Grizzard, you know, he's got again, Liam Cohen. They are going to the more of the McVay, McDaniel, Shanahan, blah blah, O'Connell type tree. But you know, my point of that is, can you hire anybody not on that tree? Because those guys get all the jobs.
It's true. It's true. Maybe some evolution, John. Maybe some new concepts. All right, real quick, let's rattle these supers. Him Bison. If this hire works well, will Nick get credit, or will everybody say Howie and Jeff made him go outside the org? It's a good question.
Let me just read that. I was reading the text.
You want to run, John? You got to do some and then you can rejoin me if you want to. I don't know what you want to do.
I want to answer the question real quick before I leave.
Right,
if this hire works well, yeah, I mean, a lot of people will give Howie and Jeff credit because they're the same people that think they do everything. So
yeah,
I mean, that's dependent. I think that's dependent on the person.
This is a good one too. I mean, I see no path for Nick to outlast Jalen in Philly. Either the offense booms and the OC and Hurts look incredible, or the offense stinks and Nick is fired. Never got his quarterback and never ran his offense.
Sending a test. Either the offense booms and the offense scoring and look incredible, or the offense stinks and Nick is fired. Never get this quarterback and ran this offense. It's difficult. It's a small path, right? And he's got Nick Sirianni has the spotlight on him. And it's going to be tough. If the offense stinks, Nick is fired. I don't think there's any doubt about that. And if the offense booms, I think everything's fine. If they would go win the Super Bowl, I think Sean Mannion's a head coach elsewhere, and Nick continues on here. You're not firing a two-time Super Bowl winning coach and a three-time Super Bowl appearance. So I think he's fine if everything goes well. I don't think they're going to say, you know what, this is Sean Mannion. We're gonna move aside the two-time Super Bowl winner for Sean Mannion. I just think Sean Mannion's the head coach somewhere else.
We'll see. John, good stuff, brother. I'll talk to you. All right.
All right. Thanks.
All right, see you, dude. There's Johnny Mac, John McMullen joining us right here. Birds 365. Breaking news. Josh Grizzard now is hired. Now we got Mannion and we got Grizzard. What is going on in Eagle Land? I kind of like it. I like the Mannion hire. I didn't hate the Mannion hire. Eagle fans, I'm with you, man. We all love to be miserable. I'm not going to act like I'm not in that boat too. But are you not even going to give Sean Mannion the opportunity to do this? You're not even going to give him the time of day? Which I get. I mean, you know, a lot of you guys will say, hey, our window's open now, dude. We can't be hiring dudes that are on fucking training wheels. I get it. Fucking training wheels. But Josh Grizzard, Glizzard Minions, Glizzard Minions, Twiz. The Glizzard Minions. You know, wrong. Zero experience. Wrong. He was the OC in Tampa this year.